That was a pretty great video. That was 3 cats eating a melon, getting scared by a pickle. Yeah, I've watched that one a lot. Anyways, let's watch more Bricky. That was some good. I really liked his 40K every faction explained, every Space Marine Legion. What's that one? Every Warhammer. I think every Space Marine Legion in a nutshell. Let's watch that one. I play Space Marines, so I think I'm an authority on this matter.
To the people on the internet,
yeah,
the time has come. The reckoning begins. Your
right.
boy got himself a shaker cup.
Oh shit.
After many months of shilling gamer subs like mad, my favorite thing to do, we have ourselves a goddamn shaker cup. It's that here, the official.
He fucking did it. He finally got a shaker cup.
Bricky waifu shaker cup. Do you see the gal on here? If it's not great at focusing, I'm sure there'll be a thing in the background. Skater, put a thing in the background. Long white hair, absolutely. A bit more.
That's a Adeptus Sororitas with the fleur-de-lis under the eye. That makes sense.
Toned abs, obviously. Bikini, hit it. Legally distinct mark on the face. Of course, she wants you to do the diddle thing, maybe, but most likely to serve in a glorious army. Legally distinct? I think so. The Bricky Shaker Cup is available now, and you should get it while it is hot. But if you're thinking, Bricky, what should I put in this? Well, how about my top 10 favorite gamer subs flavors? From number 1.
Let's look at those. So we've got Black Peach, has caffeine. Okay. And then we got Peach Tea, these are half caffeine free. Okay. Daiquiri, Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000. Okay. Cherry Limesicle, I can conceptually understand what that is. Steven, he's emotional damage. Okay. Blue Raz, I understand what that could be. Acai Blueberry, okay. Pina Colada, that's good shit. And then Strawberry Lemonade, okay. Those are all good flavors. I don't know what Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000 is, but I try anything 3 times.
To number 10, all of them incredible, but listed regardless.
Now this is real quick. I gotta say, this is the Bricky I know. This Bricky, a little bit more handsome, a little bit more clever. He's clearly has been hitting the gym a lot. Good hairstyle. The Orchid 8 merch he's wearing, it's a little bit up leveled. This is my guy. This is the guy who hangs with the Tesh. The other guy was cool. He needed to get a couple years under his belt, understand like what it means to be a real one. But yeah.
And an addendum for those that are caffeine free. This shaker cup is available now in the description of this video. You may use code Bricky as well at checkout to get a discount on your order. A massive amount of profits goes to yours truly, and a 10%. Huge thank you to
10% is like it could be a lot, right? Like maybe, I mean, actually, I don't know. You get 10% off when you buy. I don't know what percentage he gets. I think any amount that's more than, let's say like 4%. I think like 5% is like a good amount, right? Like imagine if a company, guys, I know you're saying this isn't leaked info. I'm just saying, like, if let's say if 200,000 units get sold and you get 5% of the profits on that, like that's a lot of bones. So I think that's pretty good, So
gamer subs for sponsoring and for getting me this beautiful cup. Go out there and get it. I'm gonna take one more sip for the camera, slow it down, throw some sexy music in there, and I'll see you guys soon.
All right. He's really going for it.
everybody, my name is Bricky, currently stuck in the walls of the most prodigious school in the Imperium by punishment for falling asleep during class. God bless the Schola Progenium. Many of you have come across my Every Faction Explained video. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, we are here to dig a little deeper. Space Marines are the...
Getting a call. Oh, fuck, it's Tyler. Hey, dude.
Hi, Tash. How's it going?
It's good. I'm watching some Bricky videos. Do you want to watch one with me?
Sure. What is that?
It's let me put you through, and then I can give you the whole lowdown on who he is. All right. So let me share my screen so you can see him.
Okay.
Yeah. Screens. There we go. Boom, boom, bap. All right. We'll focus back on you. Oh yeah. All right. You look.
Is he a guy who got into Warhammer recently after Space Marine 2?
So I think so. I actually I watched one of his videos with Adrian. You know, from Tabletop.
Okay.
Tight.
Yeah, Adrian. I know. Yeah, Adrian's famous.
Adrian, real Warhammer content creator. Super nice guy, very handsome. Has welcomed me into his own home more than once.
Great. Also plays in tournaments.
We think that he's actually a ex Minecraft streamer.
Bricky is?
Yes.
Okay.
Because think of it like it's in the name. Because like Minecraft, you play with bricks.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I think that's what it is. This video, I do think that maybe he got in because of Space Marine 2. I know that really
he looks like a guy who was trying to buy Legos and accidentally bought Warhammer instead. So he's like, I make content for this now, kind of.
Yeah, but like, at somewhere he was like, maybe it's my whole personality. Like I'm gonna just kind of go back a little bit. He's like,
yeah, it's hard to find yourself.
He's like, oh, you may have heard of me because of this video. I would believe that if you ever meet this guy at like a coffee shop, probably some like really nice coffee shop, odds are, without even introducing yourself to him, he'd go, hi, I'm Bricky. You may know me from my Every 40K Faction Explained video. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Can I put my order in now? And he's like, of course.
Oh, like he works there. Okay.
No, but like he just put it in order. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And he turns around and is like,
right. Yeah. You're directly behind him in line.
Yeah, and they just have you for a captive audience. So, but he seems like a nice guy. You know, his shirt's very cool. I think it's from a website called Orchid 8. I would definitely buy anything on that site, especially the $1 Billion Clown Farm merch.
Do they have that there?
I think so.
Okay.
Don't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
We could do a quick review of...
You want to watch this video? Yeah.
Let's do a quick review of Orchid 8.
Okay.
Yeah, if we go to our creator...
They have me?
Yeah, right there, dude.
Oh, huh. I'm gonna need to talk to him about this.
Yeah, do you not know
this was like an infringement of?
Yeah, look, there's even
designs I've made, and someone else seems to have uploaded.
Yeah, did somebody else do this? Skeleton Siege, really good game.
The shirt should be black. Yeah,
I think it only white. Yeah. Oh, but here's a black one. Here's a black one.
Do they have anything silk screen printed, or is it all direct to fabric printing?
I don't know how their operations actually work. I just know that I would definitely buy this shirt and these stickers.
I don't like that the hat on the bottom right implies that it's a $1 Billion Clown Farm hat as well, but isn't.
Which hat?
It's fine. Don't go back. It was like that for a second. Okay, yeah, that one. Look at that.
Little spooky.
That looks like it could be my hat. It's not my hat,
dude. Who are you sure this isn't?
It's from what? No, it's from whatever this knockoff merch site is.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It kind of makes sense. Why would his site be called the Orchid 8? It should be called like Bricky's merch.
Right, like LegoGuy.com.
LegoGuy.com for sure.
Yeah, or like Minecraft streams .ru. I'm
gonna just ever so gently lower you a little bit. There you go.
Oh yeah, I can lower myself if you want.
it's
I
good.
just
I
go
did
here.
it. Yeah, but you know, there's some like good stuff on here. I'm pretty sure that's you. He's got Dr. Rhino, that guy.
Dr. Rhino's great. I know who that is.
Yeah, I know.
Dice Hammer, I know.
Dice Hammer. These are real content creators.
That's
Dice
Matt's
Hammer's
show.
not, they're
Yeah.
a league, but these guys are great.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is a real site, right? I know these guys.
Right.
I don't.
Warhammer, I know.
Poor Hammer, love these guys. I would love to have them on the Bricky Reacts show.
Yeah, they make good board games and tabletop simulator.
Do they? I would love to play one.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, they even have
These dice are actually nice.
Yeah, these are
I haven't
great.
seen these.
What's this one about? Excess God. Okay. Oh, that's really. I was I had Demeki and Garrett were on the call the other day, and we were talking about how the Slanesh demons wish they were just him from Powerpuff Girls, and I think that's pretty a strong comparison.
Yeah.
Because the claw.
Yeah, I agree. I understand. Yeah.
I felt like I had to explain the joke there a little bit. Blood God dice. These are sick.
Cool.
Should we get back to the video?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's get back to the video.
Every faction explained video. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, we are here to dig a little.
I'm excited to get a Minecraft player's perspective of the Warhammer universe.
Of Warhammer
for sure.
40,000.
Especially
When
with
people think
just Space Marine
40K,
Legions.
they think Space Marines.
Right.
But there are many types of Space Marines.
Well, it's like if he's new, it makes sense that that's like that would be his favorite that he like wants to focus on the most.
Exactly. In fact,
Yeah.
earlier
It's
when
like-
Adrian and I were watching his like which Warhammer army should you start with video, he was like, you should start with Space Marines. And Adrian,
That's the
and
one I
were like,
chose. The only one I've learned about so far because I just got into this. Yeah,
This is
because I was trying to buy
watching
Legos.
Ricky.
I was trying to buy Legos and I bought the Space Marine kit by accident.
What kind of Legos
This is the
were you
one I
trying to
started
get?
with. Me? No, I'm saying that's what he was probably doing. He was
Oh,
looking for Legos because his name is Bricky. He's a Minecraft guy. I bet he does Minecraft videos and Lego reviews. And then he was like, "Oh, these look like Legos," and he bought them, and it was a Space Marine box by accident. He was like, "I guess this is what I make content for now instead."
Yeah, is that how it works? You could just kind of like find a thing in a store and it's like, I'm gonna make videos about this.
Well, for a guy like this, yeah, it feels like it would be. Like I feel like he's the kind of guy who would like walk through life that way.
Oh yeah,
Like
that
this would
makes
be
sense.
for most things in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
Separate legions. We are going to rattle them off in order and give you a quick rundown of each one. A disclaimer, like in my Every Faction Explained video, this
I'm new to
is a mix of
Warhammer. I don't know what any of
accuracy
these
and
actually
memes. If
are.
I say the Salamander's Legion specializes in hugging children and petting puppies, they aren't exactly doing that, mostly.
I would like to pet this creature.
But you can infer that they care about civilians and are a bit kinder than the average Space Marine. A Space Marine being a genetically modified super soldier that's had
How long is this?
new and terrifying
42
organs
minutes.
shoved
Oh,
up,
geez.
refrigerators
Don't worry, 'cause
strapped
we could
to their
just do
bodies,
this.
and are
He's
so
talking about stuff
far
we know
above the
about,
average human
so
that
we
they are
could
referred
just-
to as demigods instead. Each Space Marine
can
has a
start
father,
owning
unlike
us
you,
in
a
the
Primarch, which
marketplace
is basically
of
an even
ideas.
bigger Space Marine that was forged in a lab by the god emperor of mankind, that gigantic golden dude you see everywhere, who is both the leader and now the martyr of humanity. The Primarchs are his 20 sons, built in a lab who lead 20 legions of Space Marines, who are their sons, not from a lab, but rather a dissection table, giving them the powers and skills of their associated Primarch via a gene seed, a special organ carrying the genetic makeup of their Primarch and, their seed. So Jagatai Khan of the White Scars has the genetic makeup that wants him to go really, really
This
fast.
is an impressive amount of lore to have learned from a box you thought was Legos
If
bad.
you're interested in sub-factions,
Yeah,
let's say the Blacks.
I think that was this maybe he got in early enough where he had to like fall into a Games Workshop to get one of these.
Yeah, oh, that's true. He's probably like, oh, games, like, he thought it was a GameStop, maybe. He's like, I'm going to go buy Minecraft gift cards for myself.
Yeah.
That's what I do to myself every Friday. I go and I buy Minecraft gift cards and Legos for myself. And then he's like, what's this store? And it says Games Workshop. So like, it sounds like a place with Minecraft gift cards. Buys a Space Marine by accident. Boom, there you go. Yeah.
And because he
It's probably all in that box. Yeah.
and no shade to any of the wonderful people that work at Games Workshop. But when you walk in, it's very difficult to leave because they'll try to give you a painting class. And when that happens, they explain how awesome the Ultramarines are. And you ask to paint any other color but blue. And they go, sorry, we're only authorized to open what is it? Not McCrag McCrag Blue for painting this miniature. And
Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, I bet he walked into a Games Workshop, and then there's a guy there who talked at him for a long time and set off his lore, and then he's like, "This would be good content to steal from a mouth breathing man who's forcing me into a sale because I don't know how to say no." He's like, "At least they'll get a video out of it." Wrote it all down, and then
yeah, in fact,
just kind of regurgitated it, and that's the content that you're seeing here. This is just communicated by this man. He was trapped into a conversation with Games Workshop, and then he's like sort of pantomiming it back to us. But he's good at doing. Yeah, I bet he has a lot of experience with like talking about like Legos in a similar cadence and voice. And now he's just applying Batman's lore knowledge through his like sort of like Lego transformation chamber, and then what you get is the conversation skills and communication abilities of like a high-end Minecraft Lego streamer with the knowledge of like a Games Workshop mouth breather conversation kind of guy who doesn't know how to like express things to you in a clear and concise way. And then so I think that's a good market for him. For a guy like this,
it's a good overlap.
He's like probably the best you could do. So yeah,
it's a good overlap between those two sections of the hobby and of nerddom, right? You think like before this, he was probably also into like League of Legends. Like you could definitely see that.
Right. Yeah. Well, that game's pretty hard. I don't know if. It's like a harder game than Minecraft. I don't know if you'd be able to learn a thing like that.
Well, why didn't
I bet he's tried, and I bet he's tried to play. I bet he watched Arcane at least. Like,
oh yeah,
he was like the kind of guy that would like watch Arcane, like my mom, install it, and then be like, "This is hard," and not be able to like actually play or follow through.
He probably went to the premiere of Arcane. You know, it seemed like that type of situation.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if they let guys from the Lego store into the Arcane premiere.
Well, maybe he was like really into Lego. I mean, come on. He's already hit us with 4 minutes of deep Warhammer lore about, the origins of the Primarchs and Space Marines.
Well, I mean, the guy from the Games Workshop, he got this information.
Yes,
from
of course.
Hit us with that. He's just sort of like a lens, like a vessel.
Yeah, I will say one thing that's really helpful for him is that like when he first did the like every faction explained, he would have like a piece of paper that he would read off of, and I presume he just took that pamphlet from Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's correct. All right, let's see what he has to say.
Templars, then it's not going to be here. However, I do have an excellent Black Templar video. I'd argue it's probably the most accurate one I can think of. It goes through the whole lore, everything about them. It's a very long video. I'll put it in the description. Just look up Black Templar video in the description. You'll get what you need. And now, with the easy explanation out of the way, let us begin with our first Legion.
All right, we can put him back at normal Bricky now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I like the
Angels. Allegiance, loyal.
Oh.
Primarch Lion L. Johnson, a duelist.
Very original joke.
A real asshole, I'm not going to lie.
Original, clever opinion joke about Dark Angels to make.
The Dark Angels are our first Legion, hailing from the death world known as
Do you think he had to make that joke to fit in? Like, so people know that he's the real deal?
Yeah, well, I bet, like, there was a guy at the store that made that joke, and it got a big laugh. And he's like, I don't actually even know what that means, but I bet if I repeat it for my audience, like, they'll respond in the same ways.
Yeah, I think so.
Games Workshop people did, yeah. It's like, it's when a kid, like, hears a really funny joke in a movie, and then they just, like, kind of, like, just start saying it all the time without context, because people were like, they're like, I want people to laugh at me like that.
I remember when
he doesn't understand what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. My nephew saw Moana 2, and in it, Moana goes, "Can I get a chi-hu?" And my nephew would go around to people and just be like, "Can I get a chi-hu?" And no one would understand what he was doing either. So
yeah.
I think it's a lot of that going on here.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it feels like the kind of thing where, like, and here in this video, like, kind of, we know Warhammer, right? So, like, we can contextualize, like, oh, he's trying to say, like, the Dark Angels, like, are a traitor legion thing. Like, it's not, like interesting or creative, but like it makes sense to us. But I bet like at the grocery store, he like tried this on people,
and it killed.
Right, like a bit like him just walking around like at the Lego store he went to after.
Yeah.
So he left what he thought was a GameStop, went to the Lego store, and it was just like started saying Dark Angels are a traitor legion to people, and they're like, "What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?" And he'd repeat it because he was like hoping for the laugh still, and then it didn't go great.
It's funny you're describing this location, and I think it's actually a real place on Earth because it's in Westminster, California. There's a game.
Oh.
There is a Games Workshop, and literally 2 doors down is an Albertsons.
It's okay.
And so I think that's where this all happened. Is that Albertsons? That's the nexus location of where he made that joke.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
It's got to be.
Okay.
But bam. Their Primarch, Lion L. Johnson's what happens when you try to make the side profile Chad meme into a genuine character. He is a master tier duelist, a brilliant strategist, and an overall dick. There are few situations he isn't prepared for, and few fights he isn't ready to lead head on. This makes the Dark Angels have a very Knights of the Round Table vibe. They look like the knights of old with these large suits of power armor, often donning robes and hoods. Their names also follow this. They have like Ezekiel, Azrael, Belial, Samuel, and so on.
He is a pretty good listener. It seems like a lot of like
are the fallen
information to have memorized from one conversation with
and they are very heavily
Games Workshop
trying
employee
to expunge all knowledge of them from existence. Fallen? What Fallen?
Must have been
You've
there
never
for a
heard of any
long
Fallen.
time.
Do you know about the Fallen? We're gonna take you away and mind probe you to make sure you have never heard of the Fallen. They definitely don't exist, and if they do exist, which they don't, we will find them even though they don't exist. They love their interrogations. They thrive in it. Lionel Johnson is a scorcher of policy sometimes, and it's given to his sons in force, which makes sense considering that when the Lion heard of a Chaos Primarch on a homeworld different Primarch, whose mom was there, he was like, let's nuke it. The Dark Angels are a special group where they formulate themselves into 3 different factions.
How come so many people play Dark Angels?
Slow-moving, tough phalanx. The Raven Wing, fast jet bikes and flyers, and the
Like
Green
you have
Wing,
a Dark
which is your
Angels army,
standard
right?
Marines. They are a jack of
You
all
could call it
trades,
that.
not in the sense where they're good at
you have
everything,
more of a
but
Dark
rather
Angels
they have
army
a
than
lot
I
of
do.
things that are good at specific things.
I thought you'd always been a Dark Angels fan.
I've always been a Dark Angels fan, but I also have always been a
power
Blade
tools
Angels
for
fan,
every
sure.
job imaginable.
Yeah.
If you like being suspicious about everyone and everything in your surroundings, but you also like
I bet he likes them because he relates to the story about the mom. Because that's like probably how he felt when he was lost at the Games Workshop. His mom was looking for him at the Lego store.
For sure.
You know, because he was like probably lost for a long time.
At a different in a different city altogether.
Right, a different mall. Yeah. His mom was at a different Lego store in San Diego.
We'll go to 11.
Yeah.
the Emperor's Children.
All right, now these guys rule.
Traitor. Primarch, Fulgrim, a perfectionist, an artist, a sneaky snaky snake, and the single word descriptor, perfection. The Emperor's Children are all about the pursuit of perfection. Perfection in all they do. Perfection in war, in artistry, and perfection in every other aspect of life.
Seems like a feeling he probably has a hard time relating to.
Yeah. Do you think that Emperor's Children Space Marines would make for good baristas?
I bet they'd have a low tolerance for people talking at them and making the same Dark Angels joke over and over again at the very least.
Yeah, but it presumably like they didn't make the same Dark Angels joke over and over again. What do you think?
Oh, no, the Emperor's Children would. Bricky would, if he was at the coffee shop talking to them.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How
He learned about chaos? That's cool, okay.
Yeah, it looks like he learned about chaos. How do we feel about the Emperor's Children release?
He learned about chaos. Yeah. He was able to pantomime opinions on chaos, yeah.
Yeah, he probably like saw this and then bought the first Disturbed album he saw and was like, they're just like me.
Right, yeah.
But didn't go watch Spinal Tap.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna grab some water. I think I can like imagine what he's saying. It's probably just like more jokes stolen from Reddit.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm gonna you keep it
get some
rolling.
water, yeah.
His legions will by himself. As far as Emperor's children go, they are some bad people. They do horrible, horrible things to anyone and everything. In fact, they're such trolls that their battle cry is for the Emperor, despite being horribly mutated and corrupted. If you've ever taken a little too much of a drug, or maybe the music at the concert was too loud and you didn't bring any earplugs, or whatever the reason, you just take all those things and you dial it and you dial it and you twist it and the knob breaks. And that is the Emperor's children.
God is dead. God we mean is dead. And we have killed him.
Yeah,
The Iron Warriors. Allegiance.
he's a real gamer.
Primarch Perturabo, a warlord, a siege smith, an incel. Single word descriptor: siege. Continuing the trend of our Chaos Legions, we have the Iron Warriors led by Primarch Perturabo of Olympia. To understand the Iron Warriors, though, one must first understand Perturabo. A man so bitter coffee beans light. A man who hates the world and everyone in it. Who never got
I don't know. I have a hard time relating to or engaging with like
and hates their accomplishments.
that kind of Reddit Warhammer rhetoric.
So laughably petty.
Why? Because it makes
so
them feel too
incredibly
human?
bitter that he goes full circle to becoming
Because it makes me feel bad.
because he's
And like I don't want to play this
the
game
Horus
anymore.
Heresy.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the Horus Heresy. Intermission. So Horus was
I
the
think we
Emperor's
can
favorite
just
son, right? You
go
know, it's the
ahead and
Emperor
bring
walked
back,
into his room. Horus said, Dad, I just gave you the 150.
Yeah, I think
said,
that's
"My name a ton," and she loved me for it. I really think that I might get to meet her one day. And it kind of played out something like this.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me.
And then it started playing out a little bit more like this.
Let the seas boil. Let the stars fall.
Oh, he signed up for a Warhammer Plus account. Or...
Yeah.
Oh, this is just the Horse Heresy trailer.
Done without Peter Turbo. Imagine an entire faction that's the personification of brutal industrialism, where you serve the legion
Right
to your
now,
dying
he's
breath. You
Bricky
build and you
Turbo.
kill and you siege and you kill and you literally summon demons just to take them and trap them in machines and use them as cannon fodder. This is a thing they do. They summon demons to trap.
That's kind of how Bricky is. He's like trapped in the Warhammer machine, and he's a demon from the Lego store that got trapped in like the demon engine of being a Warhammer YouTube content creator.
Perturabo, the Iron
But
Warriors,
like,
serve the Chaos.
he's a little Minecraft
They serve them because
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah, that's probably why he likes these so much.
But I don't think you're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
The White Scars.
All right,
Allegiance,
we're back to
Loyalists.
White
Primarch
Scars.
Jagatai Khan, a speed demon,
Now this
a
guy
plain
rules.
strider, a roast
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
Single
we love
Primarch.
descriptor,
We love Jagatai in this
speed.
house.
Hailing from Chagoris. The White Scars are all about speed. They love melee, but they love it even more when
How
they are
many
doing it
times
from a
is he gonna say
motorcycle or
speed here?
land speeder. Or honestly, just running really damn fast. The White Scars are honestly forgotten about a lot, and that's lore.
Yeah, let's keep it counting. It's 3 so far. I feel like we're higher than that.
I think it's-
Recognition or glory
can start-
from the
we can-
combat they engage.
we'll go back.
Allegiance, Loyalist.
Okay,
Primarch,
sure.
Yeah.
Jagatai Khan, a
Alright.
speed demon, a
One.
plant
Okay.
strider, a roast god. Single word
Which right? Okay,
descriptor,
I think that counts as 2.
hailing
Two.
from
Three.
Chagoris.
that's
The
three.
White Scars are all
We're coming 3. Yeah, the first one was a synonym accounts,
love
which
it
is
even
4.
more when they are doing it from a motorcycle or land speeder. Or
That's 5. It's implied. Yeah, I mean, tech rules was written. He said
The White
speed,
Scars
speeder.
Fast.
honestly
That's 6.
forgotten about a lot,
Yep.
and that's lore accurate. They are a legion that doesn't seek the recognition or glory from the combat they engage in. They engage in it because it is their duty and because they love it. Not in the insane slaughter enjoyment of loving it, but in the thrill of the fight. They are known as the Laughing Killers because they ride into battle with a smile on their face and a chuckle in their throat. And as you can tell by their Primarch's name, they are Mongolian based.
I feel like that's kind of his approach to life in
Motorcycles
general.
and land
Yeah.
spears, and that's your
He looks like a guy who's always got a little bit of a chuckle on his throat. 7.
And you consider this is 40K and everybody's evil. You know, that fits. The White Scars are actually physical scars.
Another
on
good
their
Reddit
body,
joke.
Going back to their heritage on Chagoris. The Khan himself is kind of a dickhead, but a reasonable one. He thinks ahead, he's intelligent, he's patient. He is often underestimated because he doesn't scream his accomplishments from the rooftops, which is what makes him and the White Scars dangerous. His skills are kept at bay, only to be truly shown when the time is needed. The White Scars are a forgotten legion often, but that doesn't diminish their accomplishments. All it does is surprise those who underestimate them. Speed.
0.7. I don't want to. Oh, 8.
Vibe they got going on, and if you
couldn't
really
fucking
like to
help
stab
himself.
people, that's the White Scars for you. Shameless thirst break.
This is Dog.
Woof, 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 woof. Woof.
All right, how many?
Little heckin' puppos, doggerino jokes you think he's gonna make?
Yeah, exactly. Doggerinos, heckin' puppers. What's another one? Like, oh, they don't shower. Yeah. Let's throw up that counter for that.
The Space Wolves. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Lehman Russ. A Viking, a Savage, the Undertaker. Single word descriptor, wolf, 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 wolf. There's so many goddamn wolf units. Skater, how many units in the Space Wolves Codex have the word wolf in their name? The Space Wolves are the 6th Legion.
Yeah, I mean, that is more wolf units than times he said speed, technically, but it sure felt like he said speed more.
I'm talking about the Space Wolves because it's very obvious who they are. They are the second.
I mean, for what it's worth,
like
right?
obvious
Like,
what their shtick is. Legion
army
in
was
the
called
20
Speed
legions,
Scars,
besides the
but
world
they're
eaters.
not.
When you look at the Space Wolves, what do you see?
Right,
Do you see
but, like,
Vikings in
he's
space?
gonna keep
You've done
saying
it.
wolf every time he says the
Congratulations,
name
you
of
have
the
found
army.
Vikings in space. But they have as much in common with a regular Marine as an all-day Viking with like a Roman soldier. You see, as a Space Marine, your body is so enhanced that you filter
He's
out
restraining himself from that
you can't
Paparino
control.
joke
Space
so
Wolves
far.
still-
I guess maybe that's something he tried out on like the grocery store clerk, and they made fun of him, so he's not repeating it again. Yeah.
In their mouths, they sometimes cannibalize their enemies. Sometimes they eat people because they gain knowledge about them from there and about battle plans.
This is a bit of fake Space Marine lore that he's spewing right here. All Space Marines have this ability, not just Space Wolves, but...
I mean, yeah, well, he doesn't know any of this. He's just like saying the stuff that the Games Workshop guy told him.
But this
so.
is for the viewer. This is for, the chat. You can't see my... you don't know.
I mean, it's good to clarify.
Right now. So
I think for Chad, it's also important to. I think we should take a moment to commend him for being able to repeat as much as he has so far. We're 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
Considering maybe he was lost at the Games Workshop for like upwards of like 3-4 hours. I don't know how long it takes to drive from the Lego store in San Diego back up to the mall that he was stuck at. But that just seemed like at least that much. And I feel like, it is really cool that this sort of like Minecraft algorithm machine was able to pivot so quickly into making at least 1.07 million people believe that he knows how to play Warhammer 40K.
You hear a lot about how it's so difficult to pivot your audience once you find your niche. And I think it's pretty commendable to look at, and be like, hey, like this guy once upon a time, Minecraft streamer, League of Legends content creator, boom, face of Warhammer. Like, it's an achievement for sure. So I gotta respect that.
Like a lot of those Lego guys, they're kind of, on like the spectrum a little. And I feel like it's maybe just all that like Lego obsession autism he was able to channel into like just like memorizing facts in general.
That data. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah. He's used to, he memorized, like if you ask him to like tell you how to build like the Hogwarts castle set.
Yeah, he can
step
do
by
so.
step,
Yeah,
he could do it in the same way, and like it would take like 42 minutes probably,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's just you could make him, this guy's a machine. You could probably make him do this about like anything that's like,
for sure.
Sorry,
you're all good.
Like Lego adjacent or any of his other special interests. It's just that's what he's actually good at.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see what he has to say then.
The Space Wolves are savages. They're raiders. They're Vikings. But despite all of this, they are loyal to their core. Lehman Russ is an egotistical guy who just shouts stories and tales of his accomplishments everywhere they can. But at the same time, he was so damn loyal that instead of gunning down his foes, he hit him with a fucking backbreaker to show his devotion to wrestling. If you want Vikings in space, you found it. Play the Vikings in space.
We're going to build the wall. We have no choice. No choice. Build that wall.
Okay. It's
Build that wall.
The Imperial Fists.
He's a right-wing guy, huh?
Warhammer content creator.
Yeah. I mean, it checks out. A lot of those Lego guys are like that too. Yeah.
Hey, look, the thing is like, I'm sure he's a good person. So,
Maybe I don't. Yeah, he feels kind of like a. He's all about like facts and information and repeating stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think he even knows like what that means necessarily.
I agree. And that's okay. You know, this video, two years old. But I do think that for that meme, this version of Bricky is once again going to try to own us in the marketplace of ideas.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he probably saw it get a big laugh somewhere. Yeah. Right. So now he's like doing it again here. Yeah. It's like, that's funny. Someone used the Trump clip, and I'm going to use it, and people like me for the same reason.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Rogaldorn, their homeworld. However, they themselves are actually a fleet-based chapter with their main source of recruitment coming from an enormous moon-sized ship called the Phalanx. The Fists are a chapter you think of when you think of duty. They love to serve. The love to serve and the inability to be moved. Rogaldorn is an architect, a master builder, and basically a rock in brain and body. A lack of humor or ability to lie shows that he is as blunt as the weapons of war he creates. Not the swords he makes, but like blunt, strong weapons. The Fists are the same. Take your archetypical American Marine style look, a buzz cut, a hard sense of duty, and then throw in some power armor and a love for building defenses, and you have the Imperial Fists. They are immovable. When you find a spot, they're ready to defend. You can't reach them. Their knowledge of defensive warfare is paramount. Without them, the Horus Heresy would have been so much more effective, but thanks to their insane and immovable tenacity, the Imperium lives today. And let's not forget that Iron Warrior and Imperial Fist rivalry. Want to know why the Iron Warrior is so bitter? These guys are the reason why.
Fists are always the biggest losers of the Imperium.
Hey, that could have killed me. Hey guys, we missed. Get another.
Dorn and Perturabo are basically two sides of the same coin.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not really here to mock the Imperial Fist. I just want to focus on like
vehicles. You want a classic military fighting force? Start
this Bricky guy.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay, we're kind of fast.
Oh boy, here we go.
I bet, yeah.
Allegiance, heretic.
I bet he relates to the Imperial Fist too much because they're like the Lego faction. You know, they like building stuff. I bet like he sees himself in that too much, and then it was scary to him, so he kept it short.
I think you're really onto something there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Single word: fear. The Night Lords are my favorite legion, hailing from Nostromo.
Well, it's because it's the furthest away from a Lego guy you could possibly be.
That makes sense. He doesn't want to be associated with the past
sunless world or the world of
he's trying to rebrand it. It's like the anti-Minecraft streamer faction.
Close to some of the worst.
So like he's like, if I double down on this one thing that's like very far away from how people associate me currently, I'll reinvent myself like Joji. You know,
I couldn't have said it better myself.
A man who believes in a twisted sense of justice, and that the only way to make humans compliant is through fear. The Legion's lesson has been lost on them as their ranks were
much like he was lost at the Games Workshop when his mom was at the Lego store.
Words I can't say on YouTube. As young as 12 years old. Murderers before they were even teenagers, raised to become demigods. Now, fear is what they sow and flesh is what they reap. The Night Lords.
It's kind of crazy though, because like
they are
all
the
Space
exact
Marines,
opposite of all other legions. They torture and they maim and they flay because they think it's fun.
Do you think he knew a lot of fear when he was alone at the Games Workshop and his mom kept trying to call him from the Lego store, but he was too embarrassed by being a captive audience member from the autistic manager who was talking at him to respond?
Is it one of those situations where you know, like
one time a world did not comply to their demands, so they raided one of their ships,
just like
brought it into atmosphere.
nodding along.
The crowd cheered and clapped as it appears that they had won the battle.
Have you read this trilogy
and the airlocks
about
opened,
Night
and
Lords?
the skinned
And then he goes into like why they're great and talks about
were
that
thrown
pilot
down in the
everyone always
populace.
talks about.
In other words,
you know,
a legion of gangers
that was a funny bit.
and criminals. Add together.
I wasn't paying attention. I was imagining him at the Lego store.
You've got my favorite faction.
Okay.
You have not done the dishes for 5 years.
This is my favorite Space Marine.
Come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them. Vampires don't do dishes.
The Blood Angels. Allegiance, loyal. Primarch, Sanguinius. An angel, a vampire, a dead-ass motherfucker. Single word descriptor. Blood. The Blood Angels are 9th Legion, hailing from the homeworld of Baal, with their Primarch, Sanguinius. The Blood Angels are a tragic tale with one of the best Primarchs, one beloved by almost everybody, a genuine angelic figure who led his people to glory, killed by the hands of the traitor Horus before the Emperor's eyes. The death of their Primarch led the entire Legion to madness as their gene seed malfunctioned and created something known as the Black rage. The Blood Angels degrade over time, experiencing something called the Red Thirst, which gives them a genuine vampiric thirst for blood. As their minds degrade and break down, they get angrier and angrier, becoming berserk killing machines with no other goal than to
Hey, how was Adepticon?
Feels like something he could relate to a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not the angry or killing part, but just sort of being like, you know, broken down a lot savagely over time as you find yourself becoming an aging Minecraft streamer when you're trapped in a, you know, like child at the Lego store's mind. Yeah.
Tyler, your guy right there.
Oh yeah. He thinks orcs are space marines. That's cool. I bet he got confused. Yeah, I bet. I mean, there's a lot of information to process.
Well, he's probably like, well, orcs are cool and orcs have guns and their tanks kind of could look like a space marine rhino maybe at some point in their life cycle.
I bet, yeah.
The addiction.
The guy at the store probably just like tried to sell him a box of orc boys or something because they're like hard to shift these days. Because everyone just buys them on eBay. So I bet he like brought up orcs and then this Bricky just assumed that they're one of the space marines too.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Adepticon was great too.
Yeah. How was you go to what was it, the Hive Scum Alley or Grimdark?
Yeah, the whole time. It's bigger this year.
Whoa.
It was great.
Oh man.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. Are we editing this or is this all just one big video you're sending him?
This isn't.
I don't know how much to stay in character is the making fun of Bricky guy versus.
No, this is fine. This is all going to be in it unedited.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I had a great time.
Characteristic thing out, but yeah.
Grim. Okay. Cool. Grim Dark Alley sponsored my friends at Hive Scum, and I bought their new illegible camo pattern shirt.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I basically just hung out there for most of it.
Nice.
No, it was a good time. Yeah, I'm very tired. I got a cold, so I don't feel great right now.
Cold.
But yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm very paranoid about like COVID stuff, but it got a lot better today, even though I don't feel great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you slept for like 12 hours.
Yep.
Or more. So is you
less. I got back pretty late, so.
Oh damn! You flew in last night?
Yeah, like really late.
Yeah. This reminds me a lot about what's going on right now. This burnt toast.
Right, that's how he. Yeah, this is actually a really good image. Yeah. I feel like it has the same just like color palette gradient of his like black shirt leading up to like the blonde head and like, you know, pasty white top. But also he has like kind of a nervous expression.
Yeah, this is good for.
This is how I feel like. Yeah, he's probably like, you can see in the eyes here. It's probably how he's like actually felt internally the whole time. Yeah, and the facade of Bricky, the character, is like dropping away for a second.
Yeah, I'll make this the.
You just hear a little toast man underneath. Yeah,
that's a good thumbnail for sure. But you know, he's doing it, man. He's doing it. Let's
Yeah, I mean, he's doing great. Yeah, I'm very impressed by this.
Destroy it. Do it. Kill your toaster. Do it. This slow, debilitating disease takes over.
I think that's unrelated to
very
video.
Unrelated to Warhammer.
I think that's like a separate thought he had, and they just kind of made it through. And then whoever he hired to edit this for him like didn't understand. So
it's a weird
angel wings.
He's like, yeah,
they are a tragedy.
I mean, I think he's just like dealing with a lot.
The thing that will look more
kind of
tragic are the mangled bodies of those they come in contact with.
I got a diesel engine, and honey, we forgot to mention.
I do like his little
turn into another kind of Lego Legion. Yeah.
Allegiance, loyalist. Primarch, Ferris Manus, a machinist, an inventor, and not a great head on his shoulders. Single word?
That for sure.
Yeah.
The Iron Hands are from the home planet of Medusa and their Primarch Ferris Manus. Does Ferris Manus have an iron hand? You fucking know he's got an iron hand. The Iron Hands believe that the flesh is weakness. But despite all of their enhancements, despite all the things that made them demigods, replacing some of the flesh with bionics will allow them to serve the Emperor more. They go hard into vehicles and dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts being giant walking sarcophagi that have wounded space marines piloting them from the inside. Vehicles,
beginning
metal
of
upgrades.
Psychic Awakening.
Yeah, it was a good time. That was probably one of my favorite times for
have servo arms
the
that
state
come
of
from all
40K
directions. They have
competitive
a
balance.
wide array of mechanics and extremely
I
often
really
replace limbs with
loved,
metal ones, serving
Psychic
all kinds of
Awakening
different
days.
functions to deal with their enemies. The Iron Hands are also
unironically
nice.
too,
They're
but
kind of
yeah.
assholes.
definitely.
I mean,
Like,
Marines
I
are
love the
already
fact
normally
that,
pretty
like,
big assholes,
armies
but
were just
they're a
getting
little bit
these,
up
like-
there because
I mean,
of their.
it's kind of like how Grotmus made me feel a little bit.
Civilians made of
Yeah.
because you see, the flesh is weak. Flesh is corruptible. Bionics, the strength of the machine is pure and cannot so easily be corrupted. So if you want people who have this little techno fetishistic vibe to them, that love their vehicles and their walking coffins, hit up.
Sounds like something you can relate to.
Yeah.
I was never here.
Legion 11. Why, hello there. I have returned from
Oh, I don't like this.
touching.
Waffles my jammy.
Are you sure? Okay.
Okay, so what's
Yeah,
going on
we're
here?
back to-
I am a super sandwich.
By the way, real quick, hey Bricky, can you sell me your World Eaters army? It will really mean a lot. Thanks.
World Eaters, Allegiance, Heretic, Primarch, Angron,
Are we like-
a Butcher, a
Like actual models or like things you like
Unreasonably fuck-ass mad.
single
made out of like extra
Hey, you. Yeah, you.
Honestly,
Are you
I
like
don't-
bricks
mad? You
and
just fucking hate everything? Do you
discarded
want
Minecraft
to
gift
murder
certificates as
everything and
rhinos.
get rewarded for
This is
doing
probably
so?
more
Then you
like
should join
it.
the World Eaters. Home planet of Nuceria and Primarch Angron, who, if the name didn't suggest, is real fucking angry. Angron was raised a slave, forced to fight in gladiator pits. When he refused, they shoved old world tech into his brain, so that if he ever felt any emotion other than anger, it caused him extreme pain. All his sons, wanting to be like their dad, also put a version of these nails in their brain. So now you have an entire legion who literally feel unimaginable pain if they are feeling any emotion other than anger. Slap.
Do you think that he really?
That's a good
this
phase
in the-
too. This is
I think he could probably relate to this when he was stuck in that Lego store and
yeah, absolutely,
for
dude.
supper, and his mom made peach cobbler or something.
You can see, yeah. Well, again, the facial expressions are changing again. You can see that, like, yeah, the traumatic incident is coming back through, and he's losing his grip on like the Minecraft streamer like robot brain. It's like the man underneath is trapping through the Minecraft servitor vessel. It's like
Them with a freight train of armor, 2 goddamn chainsaw axes, and you can see what's gonna happen. It's no wonder they're corrupted by corn. They're honestly
Chainsaw axes.
surprisingly sad.
Yeah, those are
Legion,
nice
that
little
I
bit of
actually
redhead
really
humor
liked
coming back
they were
through,
all angry
yeah.
murderers. I mean, they are. But they didn't start out that way. Their corn corruption degraded their intelligence, their free will, and made powerful warriors into arguably even more powerful warriors, but blunt, like frothing at the mouth psycho warriors. The World Eaters, like I mentioned in the Space Wolves, they wear their concept on their sleeve. They are angry, they want to kill things, they want to kill you, and maybe some of their friends, and that's the faction. They're red, they're mad, they're gonna run at you and cause death. If you like that, you play the World Eaters. Or you like it because they were, at one point a lot better than that. Most of Warhammer was a lot better than that. I was once a lot better than that. That was when I was in college. I didn't finish college, and neither did Angron.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Caesar, if it's not done by sunrise, I'll cut your balls off.
The Ultramarines. Allegiance, Loyalist. Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. That's how it's said. An Analyst, a Diplomat, a Blueberry Boy Scout. Single word descriptor, duty. When you see Space Marines on a box or just Space Marines in promotional material, notice how they are all.
I'm going to the bathroom.
These
You got
are
this.
the-
I think.
Yeah, go to
Space
the
Marines.
bathroom.
The-
I'm-
You can
I'm-
imagine.
I'm-
The
I'm
Ultramarines,
slotting
who
a
hail from the
Pokemon
world of the
card in my
Krog with their
binder.
Primarch, Rabute Gorilla Man. Ultramarines are the white bread of Space Marines, the grilled chicken with salt and pepper. This is by no means an insult. They are plain Jane, but that's also because they are so goddamn good at their job. Their skill for warfare is paramount, but so is their ability for leadership. leadership. Gilliman for a while was a damn boring Primarch for all the reasons he was great, because no matter how hard you try, you don't win a war without logistics, without supply lines, without trade routes, without infrastructure and economy. You don't win anything without all that stuff, and Gilliman knows it, which is why he has one of the largest standing empires in the Imperium, named Ultramar, which is why his sons are the most recognizable of all the Space Marines, which is why the only thing that rivals the weight of their victories is the weight of their egos. They are good at everything and bad at nothing. They are great at everything. Other legions can do other things better than them, but they are good at everything. The most interesting thing about the Ultramarines is their characters, as they are all now inflicted with various amounts of Ultra depression for many reasons. Gilliman is, at the time of recording, the only playable Primarch currently.
Oh, hell yeah, the tabletop fight.
Checkers.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Nice
let's watch these guys instead.
That watch this instead.
The custom, the tracks on the truck.
Yeah, that was
fantastic. And Lucky Orc Blue.
Oh, Tyler, what do you think of those trucks?
Nice to see a real gamer.
Did you see those trucks?
They're very cool. Yeah.
And we've got, of course, Soulblight around the corner.
I'm gonna say you think those are cool trucks.
I like the brown with
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My guy would have been to do
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're cool trucks.
but I really like how this looks.
Yeah, it's like a rusty feel.
Yeah.
Tyler said
It gives it a bit of warmth, which is
I can get in the chat.
trucks. Yeah, get in the chat
these were
too.
mortals that died.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's great.
Amazing
Yeah.
tea.
This one from Patty and the King.
Oh, you need to ask Patty.
Patty, how did you get the lines? Did you use a Gundam pen?
Those are
Brian
cool.
told me Gundam pens. I don't even know what that means.
Gundam pens are exactly what they sound. They're Gundam pens. They're pens. They're paint pens, specifically for models. And
Can
a lot
someone
of Gundam.
send me a link? Because I feel like you're making up words.
I'm gonna get into this.
But yeah, I want to do that with hot.
It is crazy. My man just got back from Adepticon. He's already streaming.
Dude.
It is crazy dedication.
Then we have this one from Zed Proxy.
Oh,
Great.
Wow, look at that. Look at that model.
Yeah. Zed Proxy had a lot in.
That's awesome.
A lot of progress picks this past week.
Which is awesome.
And
Grom Brindle, dude. The White Dwarf.
other models as well.
You've been inspired as well this week, Zed
so
Proxy.
Grom Brindle?
That is Grom Brindle, the White
Yup.
Dwarf.
The White Dwarf.
That's a great one.
Oh, amazing.
Classic
Fabulous.
character.
Yes, I know. I wish I had a beard that I could braid like that.
I wish you
wish
did.
my
that
hair could
flows in
braid
the
like
wind.
that.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love it. But yeah, there we go. That is
You guys are
Hobby
incredible.
Corner.
Fantastic work, everybody. Again, submit your photos. It's on the Discord. It's free to join. If you type !Discord, you get a link to it. And it's a great way to just kind of share the work, share what you're working on.
How do I join the
Try
Discord?
this thing.
Amazing. That is my movement. Would you like to move?
Well,
Fantastic question.
this is fun.
Yeah, okay.
I'm tired. How about you?
Yeah, me. I'm very dead. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna quickly just we're gonna pan back to that Bricky video. Just for a split
Weight
second,
of
see
their
how he
egos.
ends it.
They are good at everything.
Right.
And
Yeah, you want to just like skip to the last little that one?
Boom.
Alpha Legion. Looks good.
The
All right.
Alpha
Yeah,
Legion.
great job.
Allegiance.
So I think
There's many memes. Oh yeah. No, we can call it here. It's fine. I was gonna ask if you think he does any Alpha Legion memes in here. Do you think he like?
Let's see. That's a good point.
Takes a joke from Reddit and frames it as his own.
Primarch.
Dark Angels.
He definitely did. Dark Angels.
Visually, there's already one. Yeah.
Gone. Saboteurs, destabilizers, they're in your walls. Single word descriptor, espionage. Finally, the 20th Legion, the Alpha Legion, led by Alfarius and Omegon. The only Legion
We hit
to
it
have
with,
two Primarchs who were split
the
as
quick brick.
twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
We think and specialize in destabilization of society.
Quick brick, take us home.
Shtick is the Hydra, because when you cut off one head, two more take its place. All of the Alpha Legion look exactly like their Primarch. Olive skin, shaved head. All claim to be Alfarius. All are liars. They make the largest use of sleeper cells and cultists in the Chaos Space Marine factions because it's extremely easy to take over a planet when you poison our water supply, burn our crops, and deliver the plague unto our houses. Where the Raven Guard use stealth and sabotage to eliminate their enemies, the Alpha Legion prefer to weaken them over time with sleeper agents, impersonations, basically anything you can imagine from a hardcore spy movie or Cold War level espionage. Being Alfarius is not only an honor, being Alfarius is a requirement. There's a story of someone chasing down an Alpha Legion agent for years upon years, and when they finally catch up with them and they see them, they see that the agent is wearing the same face as their pursuer, because this was the plan all along, to kill him and take his spots. We're talking facial reconstruction surgery, we're talking hacking, we're talking political assassination and impersonation, everything. They are Space Marines in name only, because being a strong stoic warrior is not what the Alpha Legion is interested in. In fact, the Alpha Legion is interested in you not even knowing that the Alpha Legion is a thing. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are all Alfarius in his Lord's glorious army. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope you learned.
Well, that was so that was Bricky talking about every Space Marine Legion. Do you have any final thoughts for him, Tyler?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just feels like it's probably a tough market for Minecraft streamers out there. So I'm glad he was able to find his own way in the world and a new thing. I'm sure, yeah, pretty soon after this, he'll like move on to like Gundams or something, or maybe I don't know, like circle back to like anime or something, right? He'll probably just like keep jumping through the like whatever's popular.
The VTuber sphere.
Yeah, I can see him being the kind of guy who just like pivots to VTuber world completely, and is like maybe actually using this kind of as leverage so you can eventually leave and go there.
Yeah. I think that.
Yeah.
I think.
So I mean, no, great.
That's probably it.
Yeah. Good for him. I mean, first, I like to take this moment to just say that I personally don't mind it when people like outside the Warhammer world like come in and just like sort of like farm the franchise for content until it like loses momentum.
Like Henry.
Like, and then like him and Bricky. I feel like it's like, yeah, just like Henry Cavill. I think it's fine. Bricky is just like, oh, this is like my fun special little interest. Gets his likes, gets his views.
Yep.
And then like he moves on to the next thing. You know, we're all just like trying to make money, and sometimes there's a lot of stuff I have to do for work that like I have to talk about things I don't really like or understand in a way that I have to speak as an authority figure and like fake enthusiasm for.
Yeah.
Just like he's doing for 40K, and I don't think that's bad. It's just he's trying to make a living. I think people can start shaming people who like culturally appropriate 40K like that.
Yeah, I hope he finds his way. I'm really glad that, at least, hey, you know what? Even a tourist enjoys the sights, right? Like that's how I look at it, So
that's a great summary. Yeah,
I made it up just now.
Yeah, and I think it's cool that a lot of these VTuber guys are like starting to at least like understand Warhammers a little bit. Or I mean, maybe understand is like a far-fetched word, but they can like pantomime the opinions of like other people they follow on Reddit and kind of just like bring them into something that like to the untrained eye seems like a concise, formulated opinion.
Exactly.
And I think that's like really impressive in and of itself. So, cheers, Bricky. I'm excited to see whatever you do next, or it's like going back to Minecraft or the Lego store physically. I hope you find your way there.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see his new like VTuber stuff now that he's probably got enough from Warhammer to move on.
Yeah, I mean, he is definitely on a downtrend. His, the big video before this was like 10 million views. So, hopefully he doesn't lose all of his viewers.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch his like V2 Pokemon reviews in 6 months, or
where he's like
maybe he'll get into political commentary.
Yeah,
I see there's like a Hassan video down in the bottom right. It feels like another thing you could potentially do is just get into like online leftist politics. I can see him like kind of pivoting to that. But yeah, whatever it is, I think he seems like a nice guy. He seems a little lost and like he's got some things about himself to kind of work through and figure out. But once he gets there, I think he's gonna have a great career.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey man, thanks for hanging out. And guys, that's gonna be the end of our stream tonight. It's real great hanging out here and doing another Brick Reacts. Tyler, do you want to say any last words? Okay, never mind. Bye. Good night.